some information.
Yeah, that's Rick.
Rick, so shout out to Rick. First mention on the recording. Shout out to Rick. I think first things first is sorting out a time to start this trading course. I think going later, maybe even waiting for January to pass and letting it just us prepare a bit more.
I don't think, bro, we should wait that long, because I think in January we're gonna get a lot of market volume and everything in, because we plan to start on December, right? So now we postpone to Jan, because we can only because I plan to run the course twice a year, right? So so if we end up starting on March, April, then summer comes along, so they won't be able to practice the new knowledge along, right? Because market slows down. So in my opinion, I think we should start in Jan. Just for this, so because the course itself is 3 months long, right? So it takes a while for us to finish.
So I generally find that markets don't start to move really till like January 11th, January 12th. Let me check the year. So that's a Wednesday. So it's more likely to be the 9th this year.
Yep. So second week of Jan would be good to begin, I think.
So you're thinking of starting on the 9th of Jan. That's like the first day back for everyone. So the week starting 9th of Jan, and we're doing 2 weekly calls.
Yeah, just twice a week, maybe Tuesday, Thursdays.
Thursdays. Yeah.
Same thing, 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. UAE time. And yeah, I think it's perfect, right? Twice a week is good.
How did you guys find it, Kingsley? I know, Simon, you struggled to get on a few of the calls. Me, Sam, was 2 calls too much, too little? Would you want the breakdown a bit, having less content in each call, so there's more to take in, more content in each call?
I thought it was fairly well balanced. Two lessons a week is good. They're not super heavy lessons as well, so it gives you the opportunity, if you do miss out, it's not too hard to catch up on the YouTube. On the YouTube videos, it would be my point, would be my contribution there. I think it was a good balance. I think if you have too much information in each of the lessons, you might people who can't attend one lesson might struggle to catch up or get a lot of the value out of it.
Yep.
Would be one of my feedbacks.
Which I think that's probably the hardest part for a lot of people, because if they miss a class, and I saw it happening where like
it gets daunting if you miss like 2 classes or 3 classes, then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, and then you're opening up a YouTube, and each YouTube you're looking at is like an hour to an hour and a half long, and then that's like almost a mental commitment on that point. No, I get that.
It's very easy to catch up on YouTube, though. It is quite nice because you can flick back and forth if there's something that you missed, and people might not, you know what it's like. Some people don't have the courage to ask questions. Sometimes they have to be pushed into it a little bit. So sometimes if you do catch up on YouTube, it works quite well. I was doing it while I was eating dinner a couple of nights.
And it's really helpful as well, because like you'd see do stuff so fast, you're like, what the fuck did he do? I just see like, and then going back and be able to like just slow it down and just go, look, this is how I drew the line, and you can see things from there. But yeah, kind of backing on that is, I think 2 was good. I know I was a little hectic with work and stuff like that, but the little cliff notes with the summaries and like kind of the worksheets that we had afterwards was very, very useful.
Yeah, and we've now we're compiling all of that, so it's more concise. So pretty much from the get-go, everyone gets everything to follow along with.
I think maybe at the end of every lesson, possibly going over the key points that you're trying to hit again, just to try and reaffirm, to make sure everybody understands. I know we did it a few times.
Yeah. So it's like basically like having a school lesson, having you learn.
No, exactly.
Revisiting
exactly.
your learning outcomes.
Yeah, because I think that could be quite helpful, because we did do it sometimes when we chat, but we get lost in the chat sometimes and all that sort of stuff. So I think to just circle back at the end of every lesson before asking people questions, if ever anybody got anything, like maybe, because that will give them a bit more of a push to engage on that front.
I've gone through the syllabus as well, so there is extra bonus stuff in here for you guys that have done part 1 before, as well. Some nice actually contributions there, MM. But yeah,
After this course, I think you guys can work at Goldman and Sachs. And
this is
it's so detailed.
This is a very
That's my
detailed.
CV. We're creating our own one though, right?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we'll create our own Goldman. Fuck Goldman.
Exactly.
Can I ask
Fuck
what have you guys what have you added to it? You said you've added some stuff. What sort of stuff have you added?
Do you want to share it now? Or do you want to leave it as a bit of a surprise?
There are a few things that I've added, and there are a few things that I'm gonna add. There's still a few things Aaron is out of the loop from. I'm still working on a few strategies regarding swing trading and stuff. So I can cater to every kind of trader in the group. So it's just not day trading. People can even swing trade, because we also covered a bit of scalping as well. So I just want to cater to everyone. So I'm still developing on a few things. We'll finalize the syllabus probably by this week or next week, and we'll post it before Christmas. Yeah. So you can you can go through it.
Yeah.
Possibly I mean, this is just off the cuff, possibly a little demonstration of how to use MetaTrader, because I mean it's easy to pick up, it's fine to do, you know, it's easy enough to do on your own, but maybe like a little more of a run through.
Were you there? Were you there when we had our MetaTrader introduction class?
Yeah, I was, when we went through between 4 and 5 and all the basic sort of stuff. But I know, like, for example, I struggled to get it onto my Mac. I've been using the mobile version, and the actual desktop version. Every time I open it, it comes up with there's a virus in the file, and I've re-downloaded it a few times. So that threw me a little bit, because the one that I am using at the moment is completely different to everybody else's.
Okay. Sure. We can go through it again. I mean,
it's just a thought. I mean, it might not have much value. It's just you guys want some feedback.
Yeah. Definitely, bro. I'll look into that. So I think you guys maybe wanna get more of a hang of using MetaTrader. Am I right? Because
that's just my opinion, man. Everybody else might have been fine. I think it was just because the one that I downloaded was being a bit weird, but it was just a thought.
That's the thing. I don't use Apple, so that's the problem. So I have no idea how your MetaTrader looks like.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just basically like the one on the phone.
All right, so let me look.
Can I ask a quick question? What would the price range roughly be, approximately? Have you got any ideas yet?
That's Aaron's thing. Aaron, what do you decide was the final verdict?
Just because it's more of a lifelong thing, we gave everyone the first comers on the first phase a lower price, as we were learning as well on how we can implement the course. So based on the level of work and the course material that we're now putting in, we're targeting about $1,500 for the full course, which will give you obviously access to the course, all of the bonus sessions, and then lifetime sort of coaching support through the group.
Okay, that's good. No, that's good. At least I know now. And then off the course, if it's $1,500, what else do I need? Do I need more money on top of that to obviously say put into Binance or anything?
Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking to trade, but what we would advise is, and it's part of the course, is we take you through, and we've broken up the course quite well, where we look at first the technical analysis side of things, then we review the fundamental, and then we actually go into the trading aspect. And on the trading aspect, and Michael and Kev aren't here today, but Kingsley and Meeson have done it. Simon, I think you've actively traded now, but we always push to use demo accounts as much as possible, because you need to cultivate all of everything that you've learned and put it into practice. And even then, once you've sort of disassociated that mentality against money, you then need to move away from a demo onto a real account. So this is, I wouldn't say this is, okay, you're signing up to a course and I'm going to guarantee you within a year, you're going to be a profitable trader. Every individual is different. It really is the amount of time you put in. And we always say, start with the demo account. Once you build up enough confidence there, then you're basically starting again on a real live account, and the money that you choose to sort of put on there, that's up to you. But when you're utilizing the demo accounts, try and keep it consistent. Try and trade with something that you would start up with. so you get used to the figures that you're trading.
Okay. And
The biggest hurdle is your psychology, and to get that locked out is definitely using demo accounts.
Yeah. For example, emotional intelligence is going to be a massive key thing for traders.
Yeah, it's like it's you know, you think you have it unlocked, in theory, and then you actually go into a really big trade and you see it skyrocketing up or going down, and having the balls to kind of to hold firm and trust in your analysis is quite difficult at the beginning. So
of course, that's like anything in life, though. I think
yeah, of course, 100%. But it is quite crazy because I didn't anticipate it to be as much as I thought it was going to be in terms of the strain on your mentality. You know,
of course,
really kind of crack a little bit.
Brian, do you
A lot
come
of
with
people
any
buy off.
investment knowledge or trading experience?
I wouldn't say I come with a vast amount of trading experience, but in terms of emotional intelligence and keeping calm and etc., I've learned that over the years in terms of dating. So you can apply you can actually use dating skills and use it in trading, because it's a form of psychology. How do you become? Well, I don't know. Would you like to use the word masculine? Be more kind of grounded in yourself. It's all about being grounded in yourself.
Yeah, I completely
And if you're
agree.
grounded, if you're totally grounded in yourself and not looking for external validation, so i.e. money in this instance, you're most likely, and trust yourself and trust your instincts, you'll become a more successful trader. Because I have a couple of friends in Dubai who are pretty big barbers. They do expeditions in somewhere in Dubai, but they're also traders, and restaters. And one thing he said to me, he said, if you're emotionally confident, if you're grounded in yourself, be stoic in yourself, you'll become a very good trader. Because you have to trust in your instinct. Because sometimes in a bear market, for example, people are going to sell off. They're naturally sell off because they're going to be emotionally reactive to it. Where in a what's it called, in a bull market, they're going to be, buying more because they can see the market is going up. So it's how do you differentiate between that? Because in both markets you can make money.
Yeah, and it's just about it's just about understanding it and taking the market as it is. No minute in the market is the same. Every day is different, and that interpretation is everything. And like, whilst money is obviously the motive behind why a lot of people are getting into trading, it's not it should not be the day-to-day thing that you're thinking about.
No.
The wins and the losses are really just based off you proving your TA. And that's the way I've kind of silenced all of the noise around trading, is that I'm just playing a game. If my TA wins, my TA wins, and I get a bit of a dopamine hit, but that's it. I'm not really too fussed about it. And there's everyone goes through these emotions, even while they're learning. Like, they get first fixated on the numbers because they're seeing quick money that they've never seen before. They've either had to work 30 days and earn a salary, or they've either had a business where they're having to sell product. And even then, it's not a process where that you put money down and you're seeing in real time a gain on that money. So there has to be this huge learning curve to come across, and we always push to sort of think about percentages rather than numbers. And you're just wanting to make a certain percentage every day and or every week and hit a target.
Of course. And for me, it's mostly a passive income, and that's all I want. As I do not want, well, my vision is not to become a full-time trader. It's to have passive income coming in where I'm making it, so I have a more comfortable lifestyle. That's me. Ultimately, if I do gain to where I am a trader, that's fine. But at the current moment, it's just a passive income.
I think that's the same. That was the same intention that I had going into this, to be honest with you, when I started the course. I think the skills that you learn from it, you can apply it to trading all different types of commodities and cryptos and Forex and whatever. It's definitely good way to look at it.
Brian, from how I look at trading is, see, I've been trading for the last almost 5 years now. So I've been trading full time, day trading. So trading to me it's more like more than a career, it's a sport. right? It's like a professional sport. So you need to think of yourself as a boxer, right? So the work you put in, the losses you take, the wins you take, it's all on you. And over time, you have all the tools. We'll give you all the tools, but how you utilize those tools, it's going to depend, right? You can also look at it, look at trading as if it's a language, right? So when you're learning a new language, it's going to be tough for a while, and as you get better and you get fluent at it, then you'll be able to interpret and perceive what market is giving you in your own way, right? So here, what I'm going to say is, I'm not going to shell out and tell you trading is easy. Trading is tough. Trading is really tough. But the thing with trading is, once you do learn how to trade, it's probably the only skill that I know that you don't require employees or anything, and you can make money till you die. And and it's also like a sport. As you age, you kind of wither away, right? Your body gives up. But with trading, you get better as you age, like wine, right? So that's how I look at trading. And it's going to take a lot of effort from your side. But once you've got it down, you can become a swing trader and you can do your passive income thing. Eventually, if you're interested in becoming a full-time day trader, then the sky's the limit. If you think about trading, there are trillions of dollars getting exchanged every day in the market. So we all here are just small fish swimming with whales, right? All we want to do is get our piece of the day and get off the market. Yeah.
Of course, that makes that makes a lot of sense, because like anything in life, for me, it's like going to university. Why does university take 3 years?
Perfect. Yeah, that's a good example. Exactly. Yes.
Because it takes time. It takes time to protect things or to become good at anything. A short-term liability is a long-term investment. So if you look at it as a long-term investment, not a liability, then you normally you're onto a winner.
Exactly. That's a good way to look at it, because we go to university for 3 to 4 years. We don't see a paycheck once, because we hope in our mind, we hope that we see a paycheck once we're done with the university and get a job. So that's a good way to look at trading as well. Give it your all for 3 to 4 years. And I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, looking at statistics, 2 to 4 years, usually traders become profitable.
Yeah, because even with my job now, I'm an accountant, so yeah, that makes sense.
Unless you're in the mesh traders trap.
But I think I'm trying to develop nearly an ecosystem for myself, because if I can use the skills in where I am now into trading and kind of transferable skills, it makes your life easier. So the way I look at it, it's a transferable skill. If you can apply it here, like The Art of War is a very good one. That book that you recommended, that's a very, very good book, because you can apply that to any day life.
Yeah, it's the same with a lot of I think a lot of these books can also be applied. It's really just taking the overall narrative that's sitting behind the story. But Art of War's been a great book. Machiavelli's The Prince is another business, old book that now applies to business. So a good recommendation.
Mediations of Marketers or Ruse.
Yeah, another great book.
The Richest Man in Babylon.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I was about to say MM and Kev love that book. I really need to put together a book list for the mesh.
I love
That would
book
be a
too,
very,
it's
very
great.
good idea.
I think, something like this needs to be on Discord, because then it's a little bit more managed.
Yep. So, Aaron, shall we do the testimonials? Let everyone go one by one. Let's put everyone on the spot.
Is everyone okay to do this? Well, we can get 3 of them now.
Yo, what's happening, boys? Sorry I was late.
4 of them. Michael.
Kev will be there, I think, in a little while.
Bonjour, Michael. Bonjour.
What's up, boys? How's it going?
Good. We're about to put you on the spot for a testimonial.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Brian, for this. We don't usually do the calls like this, but we're just kind of preparing for the next round. So phase 1, a lot of this batch here, me, Sam, Kingsley, Michael, Simon, Kev is about to come. I think there was 10 in total. There's Kev joining now. They participated with part 1, so we're just trying to get some testimonials to prepare for part 2. Who's going first?
Last
mean-
one in, first one out, right?
That's what she said.
I'm happy to
First
go.
come, first serve, isn't it?
I'm right, man. I'm fucking driving now. Like, I've just
Here we
jumped
go.
on,
The excuses come out.
Buy the course. There's the testimony.
Buy the course.
2 words.
Kev's now driving in a Lambo.
I'm driving in a fucking
FTMO
Lambo.
money.
A Vambo.
White Lambo. 0 to 60 in 3 days.
All right, let's just pick
someone.
someone.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick Michael. I'm gonna pick Michael.
All right, let's mute our thing. Mike.
Michael, stage is yours.
Is this on? Yeah, wait there. I wasn't ready for that. I thought you were going to ask me questions or something.
Oh yeah, you want? Oh, do you want to ask him questions? Or no, I'd actually rather you just use the script and just spoke freely. Like, actually, just speak freely. I'll ask you a question. Michael, how have you found the mesh trading course? And is there anything that you think that you've learned from it? Anything that you want to take away? Anything that you'd like to recommend? Stage is yours.
So I'd definitely say from the beginning, I didn't know much about trading. After joining the course, within, I'd say, about 10 weeks, I had a better understanding of the market and how it worked. And since then, I've just been putting a lot of practice in on demo accounts, been quite profitable. So I'm nearly ready for the next stage now and hopefully take the FTMO challenge. But I'd say I've learned quite a lot about myself, about the market, also technical analysis. But yeah, I'd highly recommend the course to anyone that was interested in trading. Yeah.
Sick. Thank you. Next up.
I'll go.
I'll go on then. This fucking guy.
So going into this course, I was completely green. I didn't have any experience of trading or the markets or anything. I've only ever seen the candlestick charts and not really known what was going on with them. So I was very, very green when I came into it. I didn't really know what to expect. I expected a lot less, actually. I thought it was going to be just a very basic, high level sort of, tutorial on how to trade without actually understanding the knowledge. But actually, after doing the course, it exceeded all my expectations. I feel like the skills I've learned will take me through quite well in life in terms of how to manage risk, how to do technical analysis, how to understand monetary policy and how that affects the markets. And yeah, overall, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it was really good.
Oh,
Feel free to ask me any questions. The teachers were fantastic. Aaron and MM were very good. It was lighthearted when it needed to be and serious when it wasn't. And yeah, that's about it, I think.
Thanks very much. Misam, you alive?
Hi guys. Yes. So okay, I had a bit of an understanding before about the market and how the trading works. I'm in crypto as well, so I do know. But then, and when it comes to the course, I just came with an open mind because I've done a few courses before as well. I believe 2 courses before. But then, when I did this one was an eye opener because whatever I learned before was. Yeah, I know how to use TradingView and everything, but then this one, the technical analysis, the fundamentals, the supply demand, and earlier, I will talk more about the crypto, how it affected me and how I started buying and selling in a different way was Earlier, I was just buying and selling, looking at probably whatever little bit I knew, and plus the YouTubers and some groups I was in. But then now I stopped taking those trades after taking the course, because sometimes somebody is telling me to buy, whereas I should be selling at that time, or I shouldn't be taking any trade actually. So that is very important. Taking no trade is also a good sign. That's what I've learned as well. You know, that is also it's important. Again, with the course, as I said, I came with an open mind, but then this was way more than I expected when it comes to the technicals, fundamentals. It was very thorough. Yeah. And again, practice is the key. You know, in between I got a bit off and I didn't. So I was falling again. The recordings helped because something you miss or you got too busy while practicing while you're doing the course. So you go back and then you see what you missed and you take it from there. Again, it was fun with Liam, Kingsley, and of course, not to mention MM and Aaron. So yeah, it was 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Wissam.
Thanks.
What about the rest of the boys, me?
You're gonna get mentioned, mate.
Not enjoyed the scouts' company.
Do you know what? I'm gonna bring him on. Vajid.
He's here.
Is he here? Budget.
Is that like
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Jet lag
Hello, everyone. How
Vajid
are
is
you?
here. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. How's
Whoa,
everyone?
we see your face.
Yes.
That's more than we've seen of MM. It's good to see you. Good to finally meet you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you, man.
Are we gonna put you up for a testimonial?
Yeah. So basically, MM is a great guy. First of all, the first time he introduced me to the crypto was in January 2020. He's my best friend, and before that, I didn't know anything about the charts. I didn't know anything about the graphs. Nothing at all. All I knew is that it's red and green buttons. If it's green, trade. If it's not, simply back out. But then after having classes with MM, it's been very clear for me to read the graphs. How important is it to see the historical data on the graph charts? So it's a great course, and all you have to do is simply listen to him, simply follow his notes, and you'll be a great trader. And I'm trading right now as well. I always look at the stocks, like charts and everything.
and he's gone.
And he's gone now. That was short and sweet. I loved it. Kev, followed by Simon. Last ones.
I think Kev's still driving.
I think Kev's driving. So
Okay, Simon, you alive?
Oh, sorry, lad. I've just been chatting to myself on mute here, lad.
Yeah, you can't say. No, you know.
Once upon a time, fucking hell, yeah, I go, sorry, lad, I'll go again. Okay, so how knowledgeable you in starting the course?
Hey, you're
So
driving.
before the start,
You talk. You got yourself on mute. Go.
I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
Well, I'll go in English this time. Yeah, so before the course, knowledge-wise, I had an interest in trading. I made a lucky trade on the back of Luna. Bought it 2 pence, sold it 50. Obviously, it was a glitch on it was a glitch with the broker, but it was the feeling of turning money into more money. You know what I mean? So I was hooked ever since then. And then obviously we seen MM and Aaron on one call going over Bitcoin charts and how we sold. And obviously he didn't hold through the crash, and it was just an eye opener. Like, but I was a little bit hesitant to take the course at first because I thought I'd be able to. I'm quite self-sufficient, so I thought I'd be able to find all the the correct information online, and I'd be able to go about it myself. But how wrong I was, mate. It's just jumping on that course, and obviously you guys know what we don't know. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it was the structure to it. It was everything was structured perfectly. It was building a strong foundation as you go, and then everything. We weren't we weren't given things that was overwhelming us until we were ready for it, sort of thing. My expectations, to be honest, I had a goal coming into it of to be able to conduct technical analysis. Obviously, what goes back to being self-sufficient. I don't want to wait for someone to tell me when I should sell me crypto. So it was always about learning technical analysis and becoming self-sufficient. And then obviously, like listening to MM and Aaron, and obviously the way they trade, and that, it opened my eyes to the fact that it's realistic. It can be real. You watch a lot of these millionaires and these millionaire Lambo traders on Instagram, and it just looks like a scam, and it usually is. But like you say, we're just seeing how you guys operate and the stuff that you've taught us. It just makes it so much more realistic, and it puts it within reach for us, especially that's the way I feel about it myself. Like I won't stock now because I know it's realistic and it's within reach. Did it meet my expectations? Yeah, and some. It went beyond that because, like I say, I went in there to learn technical analysis, and I came out. I feel like a trader now, and all aspects of trading, fundamentals, technical analysis, risk management, psychology. It's just the course has it all. What impact it's had on my life, and it's had a massive impact. Like I say, I'm highly driven towards becoming a full-time trader, and I just don't think I'd have got there without the course and trying to find the material myself. And it's a lot of it's to do with indicators, and Adam made the point of, like, if you go online and you're looking for free information, a lot of the information, it's course based, so you can't find structured information online. It is a nightmare, but it's had a massive impact on my life and that side of things. I know what I want to do now. I want to be a full-time trader, and I'm gonna grab it with both hands. I'm not gonna let go. But I think if you want financial freedom, this is the way to get it, mate. I'd highly recommend the course to anyone, mate. Well, yeah.
Merci,
Thank you,
that was
Kev.
beautiful. All right,
Yeah,
last
that's it,
one. Simon?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, just to back that up, but it's just where I kind of came in, and I was like, I think when I got introduced to the group, I was just DCA into things, and I was loving all the Luna stuff and DeFi and like being able to farm. Got fucking wrecked. So like I've always wanted to learn about trading, but trying to understand the emotion side of things. And one thing, the biggest takeaways is whatever strategy that we come up with and where your entry points are on which timeline, just to stick with that and basically have your stop losses and take profits. And basically I can literally set the whole trade up and walk away. And that was one of the biggest things that I took from both you guys, and which was a big thing for me, because normally I would set the trade up, I'll be like looking on my phone or my computer, just watching the chart go back and forth. But once I kind of set, learning from you guys and being able to set those targets, it made things really, really simple, where even a few days ago, I had like a Bitcoin short, which I had completely forgotten about on one of my Bybit accounts, and opened up. I was in huge profit. I was like, oh, great. And it was just basically because this is the framework I set up, kind of set it, forget it. And it was just riding through the plan. So it just really helped me out with setting plans and kind of getting less emotional with it and more strategic with the kind of the systems and the plans that you guys taught us. And then being able to just simplify it with the charts. Like, I think I was like Mr. Indicator with like, oh, I'm doing this and this, and like, and where it's just like, look, like here's your chart. Here's the candle. This is what we see from the candle. Here are your trend lines. Go. Cool. You can make a good decision off that. So a lot of it is just kind of reducing the noise for the most part, and just being able to create a scenario and how you want this to play out, good or bad, minimizing the risk where you can actually maximize your profits a lot. Because the goal for me is to, one day be full DGen like Mr. Aaron over there, who does times 50x for a bit of fun. So that'd be the goal. But yeah, so that's at least everything for me. I think it's a great course, and I think where anyone should be able to do it and should do it, because it just kind of like simplifies all the stuff that's out there to some very key points where anyone could take away and be very successful from it.
Thank you, Simon. Yep.
Sick. That's really nice to hear.
What you to 50x.
Put a little smile on his face there. Just
Adam and
about
Emma
to
just sitting there now, just
I just
chilling.
feel like, I just
But-
feel like we've just done a good job. Like, I think, like I said
Nah,
this
you're
up
not- you're
over,
not-
Yeah, you
over
have
a
done a
year
fucking
ago.
epic job, mate. Both of you.
Like over a
That's
year
all
ago,
right.
I set this up,
Yeah.
and it wasn't for like any gain. Like you guys know, there's no commercial gain out of this for any, for either of us really. It was just about building, I guess, a community of like-minded individuals. But it's nice to kind of see how far it's come. So celebrate the small wins. But thanks for that, guys. Really, really appreciate that. So we'll just probably cut that up a bit, maybe keep it in the video, but I'll cut it up and we'll just be able to use it to kind of promote the next round of course. But I will say that every course, I think you'll agree, we keep it intimate. And we'll limit at, we're looking at 10 again.
Yeah, I think we should keep it intimate. Yeah, 10 people max, so we can focus on those 10 traders. Then probably in the future we can do more.
Yeah. So that's good. Anyway, let's talk shit. Did you see?
Don't forget to cut. Don't forget to cut out Brian telling everyone where he works from the video.
Oh yeah, I will do. Oh yeah, I'll make an edit on that. Remind
Oh,
me.
go to the
And me choking as well at the beginning, like fucking
Send me
8
the
mile.
video out.
Now keep that in. Keep that in. It's authentic.
I just saw a bit
I was
of a-
expecting questions. Sorry, man. I was
Oh.
expecting you to ask questions, though. I was like, waiting.
That was good. I think it was nice. I like we have obviously haven't put words into your mouth, so it was nice for it just to be a bit more natural. So yeah, it was good. Did anyone see this Brittany Grimer?
I did.
In the Labour camp.
Yeah, just done a little handover, but it's all happening here in like the UAE. I didn't even know it was happening here.
Oh, it's happening here.
Yeah, the UAE just like posted something saying like they've got to take the claim, but they mediated the hostage transfer.
So did they end up swapping her for the arms dealer?
Yeah, and this is a great
Wow.
story as well because has anyone seen Lord of War with
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, that's
That's-
amazing.
Yeah, that's the arms dealer. And do you know the plane that was in Al Quain?
Yes. Shut
Yeah,
up. Shut up.
Bruh, that is his plane.
No
So-
way.
No
So-
way.
So
That's
they've
crazy.
done the prisoner exchange in the area where he landed his plane and didn't run.
Oh shit, that's
That
badass.
was his plane. No way.
Yeah, and they just took it away a few months ago.
No, I know, mate. That's like the staple when you go into Barracuda. You'd always see it.
That's
Or-
history. That
Or
is history.
Dreamland. Yeah. Fuck.
Wow.
But so they they traded a pot smoker for an arms dealer. I don't know how this weighs up, and supposedly she even hates America, so even better for them. I don't know how this is going to play out. Like like she has nothing to do with a political situation, and she's just been held hostage. Like this is just a mad one. But things look like they're still moving to like there's false escalation, all media coverage. Putin doing a very staged press conference saying nukes are being raised, but then they're doing prisoner exchanges. This is going on a while. I think we're going to see this really probably be what pushes us deep into a recession, and probably the depression is going to be this war. And I would say even more so would be the moves that Erdogan is making in Turkey. This guy needs to get everyone along his side. I don't even believe those suicide bombings that happened were, I think they were false flags so that they can go into Syria, because he needs to bring people onto his side for his next election. So next year is a busy year. And I think
Great year to understand your TA.
yeah,
Yep.
great year to understand TA. And actually, sorry, there was a point on TA actually. One of the things about DCAing, I can't remember who mentioned about DCAing on their
I think that's
feedback.
me.
I think it was you. So I've spent I had a few meetings with some wealth managers. I'm going to do this wealth managers. I don't do this. I'm just going to do this wealth managers. These, and it's just to understand like how they're operating, what they're doing. And it's all bullshit. Like it's so over glorified, the likes of De Beers and Holborn and all of that's based here. Because they actually really don't have an understanding of money or markets. They're just running effectively a call center where they're just trying to get as many patrons to put up their money. Now, the interesting thing that I found was that when I asked if they actually invest their monies, those that didn't invest into like mutual funds and were sort of selectively allocating within their own platforms, they use the word DCAing, but they don't technically DCA. They just put money into the market on a frequent basis, which I think that needs to be stressed is not DCAing. We need to be looking at macro support lines for a DCA. So this is where TA and learning TA is everything, because these guys don't understand TA and they're just effectively people are giving their money to them and they're putting it into the market, not timing it. Like, I would never say you can time a market, but you can, to an extent, position yourself in a more profitable position, and they're not doing it at all. So please stay away from those people is my guidance. Take our course.
We have you guys.
Do some TA. But
just on the point there, Aaron, I watched a video a while back on Coinbase. They have like a learn section, and they were talking about just that. They called it dollar cost averaging, but they were saying just setting up like a weekly whatever, £50 a week, whatever it was. But they said most of their customers find most of the success from doing that, which obviously, looking at it now, is ridiculous.
Look,
because when you get out,
to an extent there is. It depends also on time in market, I would say. Like if you're looking to spend a long time in the market, I'm talking decades, okay, put it in. Especially depending on where monetary policy is lying, it will work in your favor. But if you're looking for short term, definitely not. Like anywhere between I would say a region of 1 to 5 years, that's not the way to make money or grow money. It's for people that are looking are happy making maybe 4 to 7% per year. And they'd be lucky to even do that. But yeah, like that's not dollar cost averaging. You want to be looking for those macro support lines. Anyway, that was a big tangent and I completely forgot what I was talking about before. So someone take over.
Me personally, I don't believe in DCAing, but that's kind of biased because I have a lot of experience reading the charts in the market. So no one can time the market, right? No one can time the market. But the thing is that I would like to catch these moves when the trend truly switches on the higher time frames. By higher time frames, I mean the monthly and the weekly, because those are the time frames that institutions keep an eye on. And that's where the true directional bias should come from. So if those timeframes do switch, then I must start investing heavy. But I still truly believe that BTC might be going to 7K. Sorry, Misam.
Saying that.
Sorry, Misam.
10K.
Where do you think what's going to happen with Solana with everything going on? We're talking about all this fun stuff because the SBF stuff's been great.
Oh man. Fuck SBS. Fuck SBS. Let's pull this up. Let's Leo.
He had Bankman in his middle name, lad. Should have fucking seen that one coming.
Should have seen a lot coming. Should have seen a lot coming.
Well, have you seen the links with fucking Gary Gensler as well? So like fucking this his girlfriend's dad is friends with him or something.
They're all in bed together, lad.
Yeah.
They're all in bed. Everyone's in bed at that level anyway. Solana is pretty much just following trend with BTC. In all honesty, I don't think if you were to look at market movement since FTX, and I think, Michael, you raised a point about in the group about XRP not being able to make any market moves because of the FTX trend. Personally, I don't think the FTX collapse has had any impact on the market because everyone's so risk off. Everyone's risk adverse. The money's out of the market. Anyone here are just really long-term holders. I also believe that what FTX has done actually hasn't had much impact on any asset other than the ones that they collateralized, which were the bullshit coins that they created, such as FTT. Serum took a hit, but Serum actually has a lot of fundamental use case because it was the automated market maker for a lot of Solana-based projects. That pissed me off a lot because I was very...
Isn't the FUD itself though massive? Doesn't, you know what I mean? Just from pure FUD.
But where's the market going to go? In all honesty, like when we were sat at the bottom, you can see Solana's not done anything for, we're looking at a weekly now. So yeah, it took a step down from 32, but in all honesty, it had been consolidating for such a range. It was necessary for it to come down. And if we look at from ICO day, it's still 13x from ICO.
Yeah.
So I did a 220. So I did over 200x on Solana. So I'm
If
not
you look
too-
on the XRP chart, they had like it's very clear on that because they had that recovery. So if you go, what are you on there weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything there from that month, if you go back to that big green candle after the
This one?
morning star. Yeah, so there was a lot of good news around
Who's
the
fucking
second
tapping their grinder out, you bastard?
Oh, sorry lads, I've been doing fucking things. I didn't realise what I mean.
You 100% know that's a grinder.
I know,
noise.
There's only one noise like that, innit?
I
Universal
know,
noise.
mate. Fuck
I've just
me.
got over from work, sorry lads.
Yeah, so if you look at the timing on that, then that was that week of the FTX news there. So it's just that took that whole recovery from.
Yeah.
If you look
Yeah.
at there, I get what you're saying. Like it just failed to hold above support. So it's broken through a support, a weekly, a weekly resistance. The level here at about 0.4. It broke through, but it's failed to achieve a confirmation above that break. So it's just broken through. So you think that's the FTX issue? Does that time up with the dates?
It's all on the time of the date, yeah. And it was just it is all very heavily fundamental driven at the moment. It's I mean that. Did you read into the liquidity problems as well? So that connection between once FTX fell through, they were linked with BlockFi, and then that wiped out Gemini as well. So BlockFi have filed bankruptcy, and Gemini are probably going to go next as well. But
yeah, but it all starts with Gemini. It's pretty much it's just the unwind.
Yeah, I mean, but it just creates this fear in the market as well. So everything just moves down because a lot of the media attention's still around crypto. They're like on one hand they're talking about CBDCs and using this technology, and then the other side they're saying don't buy crypto, you're going to lose all your money. And
Well, they buy. What I'm
buying it. Yeah,
wouldn't buy all the Bitcoin in the world for $100. He's blatantly fucking stocking up in me.
Yeah, but even if you look at a lot of large sovereigns that are like, let's say, anti-Bitcoin, let's put Russia and China on the table, the US. If you look at how much crypto they've seized, they're sitting on a shit ton.
Yeah.
But they have full access to.
The hedging the bets, mate.
Yeah, but they can't use that they've seized, can they?
Of course they can.
Can they?
Yes. Yeah.
Probably sent in donations.
So
tornado swap.
I think the next one is Genesis to go down.
So there's even there's conspiracy theories. There's another platform that's very similar to Tornado Cash, and despite Tornado Cash being taken down, the developer being put in jail, this one is still running at maximum capacity, and a lot of people speculate that this is to do with the Fed, and it's owned by the Fed. This is what a lot of people are speculating because the few seizures that they've done have been when hackers have utilized this I don't know what you call it, pool. So just be careful with what's out there. I don't trust any application anymore.
What do you guys think about the Bitcoin and XRP being on the same IP address?
See, I'm not too concerned about that because if you were to check the IP address of every website I bought, you'll probably find it's the same IP address as them because I buy from GoDaddy in the US.
So then it's basically coming from
how vague is that? How the IP address though, is that linked to, you know what I mean? Is that Is it linked to a
Linked to a
specific area?
building.
Is it linked to a specific building?
Yeah,
What
it's all it's all linked to GoDaddy's office, and I think in Arizona.
So it's not just Silicon Valley, like, you know what I
No,
mean?
no,
It's
no,
like
no.
it's just one specific place, like, yeah.
Yeah, it was all linked to GoDaddy. Let me have a look.
What? It was all linked to GoDaddy, as in speculation that
As in,
GoDaddy have got
as in
links
the,
to the
no,
origin
no,
of
as
Bitcoin.
in the, yeah, it's Arizona. No, because GoDaddy's US office is in Arizona. So the IP that people were speculating that was used, it was just GoDaddy's IP address.
So it was just bullshit.
Yeah, it's just
But it still points to the US though, doesn't it? Because why is someone outside the US? Oh, well, not so true, but you know what I mean.
If you want,
It's you're talking about XRP, like Ripple. They're gonna use an American
depends if you
website.
want.
I don't know. I mean, I've said from the beginning, it's clearly American with a Japanese pseudonym, isn't it?
You seen that thing, Satoshi Nakamoto? It's Samsung, Toshiba, Sutton, and Motorola. I can't remember the Naka. There's another telecoms company, Naka or something. But yeah,
it's probably something like that reminds me of, was it Austin Powers? He was talking in Japanese and he just starts mentioning a load of like car brands.
Oh yeah.
I've got
But him and his dad speak the apples and pears, and that's got the subtitles underneath.
I've got the actual post, the Twitter post that was based what you're talking about. So here's the.
Who figured it out? Who put it up there? Like,
firstly they put bitcoins.com. So that ain't right.
That mainstream media to me.
That's an immediate red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, blatantly. Look.
What's this one?
Why is it so blurry, bro? What's going on with this blurry shit?
Sorry.
Another red flag.
Yeah, you can see that. You can see that GoDaddy.com, and I can show you here. GoDaddy.
Oh mate, I wish I was coughing like Kev, bro.
Oh, lad, this is fun.
Yeah, look, see, GoDaddy's location is in
Guava dog, baby.
Guava dog. Yeah, so GoDaddy's location is in Arizona. So I think it's
So
just
that's basically nothing. Then there's nothing to really link together.
No, look, see, there's Tempe there, which is where GoDaddy's head office is. So there's, yeah, I think people are just reading into.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Like, granted, be on
Probably
the edge.
to the educated on IP addresses, it probably is just silly, isn't it?
Yeah, like people are obviously they're looking for things, they're looking for patterns. But if you put bitcoins.com in, that's a big. What's even on bitcoins.com? It's not even a website. It's not even a website.
Buy it, lad. Buy it.
Well,
People
you
are
used
gonna
to
read that tweet and go to your fucking website.
No, because no one's gonna type in bitcoins.
You just did.
But like bitcoin.com is a website. This is bitcoin.com.
Bitcoins with a Z.
Bitcoins. Where is this wallet? These guys are just a BTC wallet.
Well, have you seen the whale alert going off its head as well with XRP? Like this, all that stuff happens at specific times as well, and they just start shifting large amounts of money. Do you think it could be like well, what did you say, Kev?
That Jim Cramer's just come out saying like Dogecoin, XRP, or like cons and that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I've not seen that. I mean the
It's just
the
shared
whale
it, like.
alert.
That's everything going up then, right?
Yeah, that's everything going up. Yeah, this guy's not got the best track record.
Yeah, just fucking invest now.
Where's my whale alert gone? Sorry, 1 second.
I think that's what it was on, whale alert.
I'm so annoyed. I need to sit down and remark up all of my charts because they were all registered as FTX charts on TradingView.
Oh no, how sad.
Yeah, so I just got
Vestiges of your favorite platform.
I know. That's honestly, that's actually one of the things that
Sharpen the
upsets me though, where it was such a nice trading experience.
I remember Aaron pushing me to use FTX.
Who fills that now?
I shilled it. I feel equally as guilty for people losing money on it because I feel guilty for it because I fed
feel-
into it.
Who fills that niche now? There wasn't FTX it was more of a traders platform, like you were saying. One who did like leaderboards and stuff. Like,
Yeah, no
is
one
that a
does.
niche that needs to be filled again now, or what?
I think there's a gap to be filled there to just create a dynamic trading experience that
Come on,
is
Aaron, do it.
Gamify it, mate.
bro.
Honestly,
Why-
gamify like an NFT.
No, I can't do it, man. I don't have the time.
Solar.
I can't do it. I could envision
You'll
how
be
I'd
having
like it to be.
you'll be having orgies in the Bahamas too, mate. Come on.
You have long curly hair like SPF, mate.
Living the
Have you
dream.
heard those fucking stories about him? Like,
What, having big
yeah,
polyamorous orgies?
big fucking orgies and shit in this little fuck island.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of
Young
legend.
billionaire, lad.
Man,
Yeah,
you-
fucking too right.
Yeah, obvious, lad, isn't it?
To be fair, like some of the stories I hear about what's going on in Dubai, like it just sounds like the same thing.
Exactly, bro. I've heard some crazy shit here.
Like the way some people behave when they come here just because mummy and daddy are at home and no one can find out. They get up to some crazy ass shit. Anyway, moving on. I need to go. Sorry, guys. Bedtime calls. I got an early one. But Emma, if you want to carry on, or if anyone carries on, I can move host over.
I'm gonna
I gotta
dip,
rock and roll
have a
too.
shower.
All right, bro. No problem. We'll end the call, I guess. We'll next week we'll meet on Wednesday, I guess.
Wednesday or me? Oh yeah. So we'll just say I think we'll do once a week until January.
Yeah, Jan first week, and then we'll begin the course on second week.
Do we want to do a little Christmas meetup?
I mean, this is like a fable at this point, isn't it? Meeting up the Mesh guys.
Christmas Eve, let's go.
Adam said himself fly out next year as well, so
we can have more than one. We can have more than one. Michael.
Let's all meet somewhere.
we need
Let's all Costa Rica. Let's go.
Costa Rica.
Puerto Rico, bro.
I'm not
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, man. I'm fucking Puerto Rico, son.
I do Costa
Face
Rica.
reveal, MM. Let's go.
Next year, if I have my first 7-figure month, I'll invite everyone to Puerto Rico for free.
Oh yeah, is this recorded still, Aaron? Yeah.
Yep, still recorded.
No, for real.
Go.
Please.
And then I reveal myself in Puerto Rico.
Will you reveal yourself?
Yeah.
I think you should just pretend to be like one of the hotel staff.
It's gonna be proper underwhelming though when he takes the mask off. Like, oh yes, damn, man.
I think we just
Unless you look
become one of the
exactly like
hotel
Benjamin
staff
Franklin.
and just take the shit from everyone for the whole trip. and then just present yourself on stage.
Just look for Benjamin Franklin in the lobby.
I'll be wearing a mask. So
Go outside playing tight.
Right, I'll catch you later, guys.
So guys, much
All right,
later.
boys.
See you
Much
soon.
love.
Nice one.
Bye-bye.
MM,
yep.
you want to go through some charts though, some gold or
Yeah, sure. I can stay on.
All right, let me put you on host.
Yep.
thanks.
Change
Ah,
this.
everybody left though.
Oh, bro. Michael's still here. Michael wants to know about
I hung on there. I just heard. I was like, oh.
Michael heard charts. He's like, yeah, gold. All right, much love, everyone. Peace.
They are.
Take care, Aaron.